Today I'm sharing a recipe for using oyster mushrooms to make a delicious curried main dish for your family that's easy to make and delicious. Let's see what delicious thing we can make with these amazing oyster mushrooms. I'm here outside in my gorgeous Tanzanian garden. Hi, I'm Opare from Food for the Soul, and here on this channel I share tips and tools you can use to create a healthy diet and lifestyle that you actually can stick to, that you actually want to stick to. If that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to click the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll find out every time I upload a new video. When you're trying to incorporate healthier food in your diet, it can be a challenge to figure out how to take the recipes that you're used to eating or how to incorporate new recipes so that you can still enjoy your food and yet eat healthier. And this is just one of the things that you need to, in order to be able to make your whole and healthy plant-based lifestyle work for you. Knowing how to make the delicious food. This is what I call mind food, the techniques and tools that you need. And combined with the spirit food, the things that help nurture you emotionally and help you heal some of the wounds from your past, as well as the power food, which will help you to navigate the unhealthy world you live in and be able to stick to your convictions and make your whole and healthy lifestyle actually work for you. I remember myself during the first few years of going to the food co-op and going to places and buying all these new ingredients and getting home and then not knowing what to do with it. Or when I did try to make something with it, it just didn't taste very good. And this is really important because if you can't make food that you enjoy eating, then it's going to be that much harder for you to stick to your convictions to eat right and to live a whole and healthy lifestyle. Yesterday, I was fortunate enough to be able to get a half a kilo of some really fresh oyster mushrooms. And mushrooms can be something that's a great addition to your plant-based cooking. They can substitute in recipes where you would normally use meat, or there's plenty of recipes that are just mushroom-based anyway. Oyster mushrooms are just one of the many varieties of mushrooms that you can use, and I encourage you to explore different ways of using them. Today I'm sharing a recipe for a mushroom pea curry. So let's get started. Let's make a delicious mushroom peas recipe with mushrooms, of course, some peas, injigiri as they're called here, coconut milk, onion, garlic, ginger, tomatoes, coriander, cayenne pepper, garam masala, and turmeric. So we'll start by chopping all the vegetables. First the mushrooms, and you can cut them to as small a piece as you like. I'm making mine into some strips, and you can find the actual ingredients, amounts, and all like that down in the link in the description box for the recipe on my website at foodforthesoul.me. So we chopped the mushrooms, we chopped the onions. I'm using red onion. You could use whatever type you like. We'll cut them into pretty small bites, so the onions into pretty small pieces, and also the tomatoes. We're going to cut those into small pieces as well. And then we'll mince the garlic. You can use a garlic crusher mincer, or you can just chop small. And then we will also measure out the spices. We have coriander, cumin, some turmeric, some garam masala, which we will actually put in at the end, and some cayenne pepper or whatever kind of pepper you like. If you like yours really spicy, you can add more. If you like it not so spicy, you could add less. And some ginger. I'm going to grate my ginger. You could also just chop it fine, however you like to do it. Or you could use ginger powder, but fresh ginger is so much better. So once we have all our vegetables and spices ready to go, we're ready to start cooking. This is an oil-free recipe, so I'm just using water, but you could use oil. Put the onions and the garlic and the ginger in the pan and let it saute for a little bit. We want the onions to get soft and the flavors to begin to be able to smell the aroma coming out. And then we will add the tomatoes and we will stir those all together. Add the spices as well, and we're going to let these spices just really infuse into the tomatoes and the onions, and this will help give our mushroom matar, our mushroom peas curry, a really rich flavor. And we'll cover and let it simmer for a little while until the tomatoes begin to get soft. You stir in between, stir, cover again, and keep cooking until the tomatoes have gotten to the desired mushiness. You want them to be really good and soft. So this may take 5 or 10 minutes. And then you can add a little bit more water if you need to. If things start to get too dry, you don't want things to get burnt. And once it looks like it's nice and saucy, the tomatoes are soft, we're going to add the mushrooms in. And stir those around, get them all covered in that curry seasoning. And our goal is to let these cook until they get a little bit crispy-ish. Add some salt. And then we're going to saute in the dry pan. And once they begin to cook down, we'll add the peas. Now, I'm adding mine a little early because these are the injagiri. They are not the soft garden peas. If you're using like frozen peas or even fresh garden peas from the States, you'll probably want to wait and add these till a little bit later. So they just have, because you want them to stay really bright green and not get dark and mushy. Then we're going to add the coconut milk. This is coconut cream. And so I'm going to add a little bit of water to give it to make it a little more, the sauce a little bit more, to make it a little more saucy. But if your coconut milk is not as thick, then you might not need to add the water. And then we're going to cover again and let it simmer until everything is good and hot and it's all saucy. We'll add the garam masala and some more salt and maybe pepper as needed. Adjust the seasonings. And then we'll just let it simmer another few minutes just to make sure everything is well mixed together. And then, ooh boy, the smells in your kitchen will be just amazing. And I'm serving mine with some rice with some cumin seeds cooked into it, so what you would call njira rice. And then we'll just layer our mushroom peas, our mushroom matar on top of our rice. You could serve with some naan or some other kind of chapati, and there you go, a delicious mushroom peas Indian curry. So that's it for today. I hope you like this video. I hope you will try this recipe. And if you do, make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know how it turned out. And if you have some mushroom dishes that you like, tell us what those are in the comments as well. Until next time, here in my Tanzanian kitchen, Kwaheri, goodbye. Take the Essential Wellness Quiz and find out where you are on your wellness journey and what to focus on to design a healthy diet and lifestyle you can actually stick to. Go to foodforthesoul.me/quiz.